Which one? What's this one?
Hello and welcome. Today we will be taking a look at the Marvel Legends, Captain America, and Venom 2-pack. This was the only set from this entire Gamerverse wave that was a mainline release. I got it from Target a few months back, but I've seen a lot of people find it at Walmart. So without further ado, let's get this thing opened up.
Shit. What the hell?
Starting off with Captain America, here he is at a box. For accessories, you get this alternate screaming head sculpt. Looks pretty nice. You get these two thumbs up hands, which is kind of random. I don't get why we didn't get more hands than this. You get his shield, which seems kind of small, and it's got the stupid C-clip. And you get his shield effect. Looks really nice. Now for the figure himself, he's looking incredible. He's got a really nice head sculpt. The paint's kind of splotchy. The A is aligned pretty nicely. He's got his signature feathers. His signature star, which is raised. His signature stripes, which are also raised. And they wrap all the way around. He's got a raised star on the back with a hole in it for the peg on the shield. The blue on the bicep has a raised edge where it cuts off to white. It's also raised at the torso where it cuts off. The gloves are separate molded pieces. You can definitely tell when you take the hand off. They do come up a little bit over the forearm. They do have slits in the back. The boots are also separate molded pieces. There is a little bit of gapping. It is just one solid piece. And they don't have slits in the back. The belt is an overlay. It is pretty tight though. And it is molded in the black color, so the silver and the blue are just paint apps. As far as reuse, he is about 50% reuse with the head sculpts, the top of the torso, the biceps, and the boots being new. So for articulation, he can look up that far, down that far. There is a tiny bit of tilt. He can look all the way around. You can see the hinge at the neck. His arm can go up that far. There is a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow, but the glove is definitely going to get in the way. And yeah, that's as far in as I can go. And then swivel and hinge at the hand. The bicep almost looks like it was sculpted specifically for this glove because you bend it and that part of the glove just kind of tucks right in there. It can rotate all the way around. There are really deep cut butterfly joints and they do add a lot of movement. I don't know what's up with that. His torso can go back that far, forward that far. There is just a single ab crunch. I really wish they would have added a ball up here. And then there is a waist swivel. He can full on do the splits. There is a thigh swivel. And his legs can go back that far and forward that far. He's got double jointed knees so they can go back that far. The boot is kind of limiting. There is no calf swivel. And And then his foot can go back that far, forward that far. And it's got nice side to side. Swap the hands. And what the hell are you supposed to do with these? I guess you could stick them in a gunner seat. Or swap the head sculpt. It looks pretty good, but there's still a few paint splotches. Swap the hands back. Take the shield, C-clip it to his wrist. Looks pretty good. Fits pretty tight. Or flip it down and stick it in his back. Of course, it comes with this accessory, so to use it, there are 2 tabs. I think you just slide this in, press on the other side, and that's as far in as I can get it, so I guess it's going to stay like that. It looks really cool. Clip it back on, and it looks awesome. I think this is a really good figure. He looks really cool. I think he represents the character perfectly. He's got pretty good articulation, though I wish they would have given him a ball joint in the upper torso. In my mind's eye, this is the definitive version of Captain America in terms of both figure and appearance. Now for Venom, here he is at a box. For accessories, you get this alternate Venom head sculpt. It looks really nice, looks like it was ripped straight out of the game. And these 2 alternate open palm hands. Got some nice claws sculpted at the end. For the figure himself, looking really nice. The head sculpt looks great. But I'm actually going to switch it out. The eyes are sculpted in. They only painted the very outside of the bottom set of teeth. The top row looks pretty good though. There is a lot of nice detail on the tongue. Of course, they included the green slime that you see in the game. The spider emblem looks pretty good. It does wrap all the way around. They squished the back one for some reason instead of letting it go onto the butterfly joints. He's got the rectangles on his hands. There is no other paintwork, but he's got a few veins sculpted in. Wrinkles on his feet. And of course, for the low price of $60, they had to leave the legs pinned. As far as reuse, I'm pretty sure the only new sculpting is this head sculpt, not the Eddie Brock one. The top of the torso and the arms. So, for articulation, he can look up that far, which is pretty good. Down that far, which is really good. You can see the hinge at the neck. There's a tiny bit of tilt. And he can look all the way around. The head pops off pretty easily if you move it too far back. The arm can go up that far. There is a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow so it can go in that far. And then swivel and hinge at the hand. It can rotate all the way around. The butterfly adds a lot of movement. The torso can go back that far, forward that far, which is really good. You can see the ab crunch in the lower torso and the ball at the upper torso. There's a nice amount of tilt and rotation. The legs can go out that far unless you bend part of the hip, and then it can go up that far. There is a thigh swivel, even though it is kind of tight for some reason. And then you can bend the leg back that far and forward that far. And he's got double jointed knees, so they can bend back that far, which is not the greatest. And then the foot can go back that far, forward that far. Nice side to side. Swap the hands. Swap the head sculpt back. Looks pretty good. This is a really nice figure. It's got pretty good articulation, though I wish they would have made the legs pinless. The overall design's pretty simple, but it looks really good. I especially like the new Venom head sculpt, so I hope we'll get a black version that uses it. This figure looks like it was ripped right out of the game. I know a lot of people didn't like that they made him blue, but I think the biggest reason they did is because they'll probably never have the chance to do it again. And I'm actually glad they did, because I think it's pretty cool. So here they are next to CT Brown Suit Wolverine and Scarlet Spider, Gambit and Cable, Model 20 Iron Man and Doctor Strange, Psylocke and Thanos, Maximum Hulk and Silver Samurai, and Green Goblin and Carnage. I'm really happy with this 2-pack. To me, this is the best comic cap Hasbro's ever made. I really like this Venom also. If you're in need of a Venom and you don't mind the color, I don't think you'd be disappointed. Though I wouldn't be surprised if a traditional black one is right around the corner. I think the stupid Kith collab would have gone over a lot better with fans if they would have made a Venom recolor. Especially in black. But yet again, that probably would have made fans even angrier, since it would have actually been a sought-after figure, and it would have been nearly impossible to get. The only changes I would have made with either of these two would have been giving Cap a lower ab crunch with a ball at the top of his torso, and giving Venom effect pieces, and getting rid of the pins. I think anywhere around $50 is a really good price. So, as always, thank you for watching, happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next video.